Greetings people of the internet, Lachlan here back with another video. When people with disabilities, such as myself, are featured in the public discourse, it most often happens in one of two ways. We are either seen as angelic heroes who are only ever inspirational for existing, or hard done by victims of a cruel society which does not accept us. This has always frustrated me because the truth of my life and the lives of many disabled people is somewhere in the middle. So I'm making this video to confront and combat these narratives and give you an honest perspective. First off, the question is society discriminatory against those with disabilities? The answer to that is partially yes. I have been called a freak, a retard, and many other cruel names throughout the course of my life. That is true. But far more often, I have found people to be willing and keen to help me when they could see that it was required. Even here in South Africa, which by all accounts is just about as backward and regressive as it gets, the general person will come to your aid without hesitation if you ask, and sometimes, frustratingly, even if you don't. I'm often reminded of a particular experience I had when I was about 16 years old. My cousin, who also acts as my caregiver, and I had gone to our local mall to see a movie. This mall was a 3-story building, and the cinema was on the middle level, and the car where we'd left it could only be accessed by the stairs or by the use of a lift. Lift means elevator to those of you who are American. So we went to see the movie, and then when it was done, we came out only to find that the elevator, for whatever reason, was broken. Now, by that point in my life, I was far too heavy for my cousin to carry me up several flights of stairs by himself. So we weren't sure what to do. It was a few moments later that a woman who we'd never met before found us sitting at the bottom of the stairs, unsure of what to do next. She had the bright idea of going to the nearby gym and quickly found a bodybuilder who, without hesitation, happily helped my cousin to carry me up to the roof while she brought my wheelchair up behind us. I've had many positive experiences like that, which I could talk about at great length, but it's not necessary. Another problem I have with the way disability is discussed today is that modern disability advocates, for whom I've expressed great disdain in previous videos, don't seem to actually want to solve problems. They seem far more focused on offensive words and how their feelings are affected by the harsh realities of life. I think that it's important to focus on actual solutions to problems. One of which we could take, for example, is accessibility. Now, South Africa is not a very accessible country. That's just a fact. But I can't always be angry about that because many of our buildings are old and it simply would not be viable to have them retrofitted and made accessible. When new buildings are erected here, they are always built to an accessible standard, and for me, that's good enough. I don't go through life expecting others to be perfect, because that is too much to expect of anyone. So I hope that my little rant has been helpful to you and shown you that people with disabilities do not always need to play the victim to get through life. For now, farewell.